You hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yeah, we Gucci. We Gucci. What's up,
We
Bree?
Gucci now. Cool. I guess everybody want to know where Cortez been at. You been quiet since the, you know what I mean?
You know, I just tell people all the time, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be speculating and just ratting, talking, and all types of things is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how people move when certain things happen and things pop off, but you know, my policy is always you be quiet and then you assess the situation. You find out what's going on first. You know, how I felt compared to what the situation is two different things. You know, and I think people, you know, they're so quick to have their own opinion or their own response that really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I just sat back and I just watched. You know what I mean? And if you notice, for the whole battle, preparing for the battle, that's what I've been doing. Sit back and then watching. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like your slogan been for this whole battle, stop playing with my name. I feel like that's been a slogan.
That's been since the top of the year. Since the top of the year. You know, I did an interview with Polo and you know, Black Compass and them, and that was like the main thing I said for 2022. I said, you know, I'm gonna stop telling people. Stop playing with your name. I've really just been speaking it to fruition. You know what I mean? And you know, it's crazy.
You good?
You know what I mean? So, you know.
So, Court, let me ask you this: what's going through your brain when you're hearing that the battle's not going down? What's going through your head?
Yo, bro, it was a lot of things going on. You know, I had to question if this was a ploy to back out. You know what I mean? That's just something I had to question. That's not something I wanted to say publicly because at the same time, I didn't know what was going down. I seen what was going down from the side of the stage. I seen that there was a lot of static, and I didn't know with who. You know, one of my closest friends from Brooklyn, my man Twin, he's Young M.A's bodyguard. He's from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So I had just spoke to him before he went to Sürf's section. So, you know, I seen him when he grabbed the dude and pushed the dude. So I wasn't sure what was going on, and I wasn't going to speculate, like I say. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, the public has spoke. The numbers have spoke. People want to see this battle. Over 1 million streams. We broke the stream 3 times. That hasn't happened with a Drake event. That didn't happen since the first Caffeine event. And the numbers don't compare right now. You know what I mean? It is what it was. That crowd, the sellout, everything was there. It just showed the power of a grudge match in this culture. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, you know, I said this earlier, you can't just say that's all Sürf because Sürf has battled Loaded Lux. Sürf has battled 40 Bars. Sürf has battled Twerk. Sürf has battled John, another grudge match, and none of that went down. None of that happened. None of those issues, those numbers was not there. The numbers that we created, unmatched. And that couldn't just be him by himself.
So, were you mic'd up when all this was going down?
We were both mic'd up. We were mic'd up from the Calico chess battle. Caffeine has 4 mics. So as soon as 2 battlers get off, they go mic the other 2 for the future battle. You know what I mean? So when Clips and Lou Castro came on stage, they mic'd me and Sürf up. And Chess and Cal was already mic'd up. You know what I mean? So,
did you and Sürf get to have a conversation after all this?
Brief conversation, you know, and once I got a little clarity, you know what I mean, he told me his man got poked up and stuff, and once I seen all that, then I just said it to myself, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna speak on anything because at the end of the day, if one of my mans got poked up or anything like that, it would have got ugly too. You feel me? So it is what
How's it get there though, Core? How's it get there to still in battle rap? I mean, you're from the era when shit got real at these events. I used to hear back in the day. Why is this?
All types of wild shit, yeah.
All type of wild stories I heard throughout.
But see, that's another thing too, because the flip side of it was that shit not stopping nothing. You know what I'm saying? We go on a war, what? You know what I mean? It be like that because we come from that element. I done seen niggas get pistol whipped in a battle. I done seen fools jump out the window and son back out on son, and they calm it down, and then dudes still be on the corner, that same corner, like, you know what I'm saying, doing what they
Right.
do. So, you know, for me, it was like, oh, word, all right, so what? We not battling now? That's really, you know. But at the same time, it's a professional setting. There's lawsuits that can be involved. There's
Right.
contracts with venues. There's contracts about security. You know, it's a streaming thing. Fans, artists. It's just mad extra stuff that, you know what I mean, you can't really predict.
So you want this battle to still go down? You still want this battle to transpire?
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do this ASAP. Like, the fans are cheated of a classic or a casket. I know what I was coming with was amazing material. Everyone that heard it, everyone that's been around it, I mean, everyone said it. Oh no, this is it.
Ben Swayze hit me up and was like, "Yo, Cole got some heat three. You don't even know."
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. You know, I walked outside the venue.
Right.
The fans were still around the corner, and most of those fans there was like, yo, Cole, we here to see your redemption. We here to see you finally get your just due. That build, you know, I tell people the internet is strong. And
Right.
I have you thinking that everybody feels that way about Sürf 3.0, whatever. You know, it was a big thing about him being a favorite, right?
Right.
But when you walked in that building, it did not feel like that, bro. It felt like everybody was there to see what I was going to say to him and for me to get my just due, you know? I mean, people from all over the country, yo, man, it's just the head ice battle. Or, yo, man, with the T-Rex thing. Or, yo, man, with the vault stuff. And I was just saying, I was like, yo, and my material tapped into those elements of not repeating history. You understand? So
Right.
it was just a relevant conversation. It's still a relevant conversation. Him and I is definitely gonna have that convo. I'm just waiting for the reschedule right now.
So how did you feel when fans are telling you, Core, we come to see you get your redemption, my nigga? How does that make you feel though?
I mean, it lets me know that, like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not that I'm bugging, but it's that, you know what I mean, people respect the real. You know, I always tell people, like, yo, I tell people this all the time, like, yo, like, I'm lit in the streets. Like, in the streets, I'm lit. Like, I really be outside, whether it's a club or whether it's just doing stuff for the community. So, like, I'm really outside. So, just because sometimes people say, yo, Cole be too quiet online or, you know, that don't mean nothing. Like, I really have a strong presence. And I felt like the streets was there. Like, I felt like in Atlanta on the 27th, the streets was there, you know, and that just showed, like I said, my presence, over 1 million live streams. They couldn't hold the stream. That's never happened before. That happened the first event, but it wasn't 1 million streams that did that. It was just them not knowing what they were doing. You know what I mean? Learning how to do it. Bro, numbers speak for itself, bro. The people want to see it, and I think everybody was so hyped, and I think the event was going great. That crowd, like, you know what I mean? So I just sat there and I said, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I like I said, I know what I'm bringing to the table.
Let me ask you about the crowd right quick, because the crowd, for all the talk, Atlanta doesn't have the greatest crowd in battle rap. I thought they were phenomenal, right?
That was one of the best crowds I ever been to in years.
Wow. Coming from you? Damn.
That was one of the best crowds. I can't front.
But, all right, let me get some pushback, though. Were you concerned at all, being that Sürf is so good on a big stage, right? Were you concerned at all? Like, okay, they fucking with it. You know what I mean?
There was nothing that worried me.
Okay.
Anybody that saw me, I was chilling. I like, you know, there's certain battles where you have to show why you're great. You can't just say you're great. You know what I mean? It wasn't a biased crowd. It was a real honest crowd. It was a battle rap crowd. They knew everybody's slogans. They were, you know what I mean? They were participating. Clips shook the room. And they still let Lou Castro come back, and they were still rocking with Lou Castro and jumping on his slogans and stuff. And that just lets you know that they understood that. And I think it was a great mixture of the newer generation battle rap fans and the
Right.
classic older generation battle rap fans that mostly were there probably for me and Sürf, you know, and them seeing the new energy, the Lou Castros and the Danny and the Av, and it was just lit, bro. It was lit.
So, do you feel that you and Sürf should happen on the next card? Like, maybe next card it should happen?
I feel like it just needs to make sense to like the setting now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't. You write your material for one thing, and then you know what I mean. Now you're gonna have to adjust your material. You know what I'm saying?
You got to tweak a lot of shit though. That was catered maybe to Atlanta, the Atlanta crowd.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Nah. But that's the one good thing. I don't have to tweak much. I might just, you know, I need to know what the setting is. Like, I really don't want to do a small room. I don't. And the crazy thing is, everyone's saying that's my advantage. I don't think so right now.
Wow.
With the material, you know. But I will say this: I think my my material is just for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there. It's there. It's, you know what I mean? I could go right now if we really had to. I could go right now. You know what I mean? It's there. There's not even much to change up. Maybe I'll just update it a little bit with whatever happened this weekend. You know what I mean? Same thing he would probably do. But the people want to see it, and I think the people want to enjoy it. I don't think they want to be robbed of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Are you concerned at all, Core, that how amped you were for that night, that you might lose that feeling though, if you have to wait 2-3 months down the road for this?
It wasn't my issue, right? That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault why the battle didn't go down. So
right, of course.
I feel like whatever I need in order to have the setting, I should be the one that gets you know what I mean, some say so. Like, nah, I want it like this, because it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the you know what I mean? I picture what's gonna be the best results. And I feel like the fans were really cheated out of a classic. Like, if he wasn't ready, it's a if he wasn't ready, it's a casket. But if he's ready, if he's Sürf, then you know what I mean, I feel like the people were robbed of it.
Well, let me ask you a question. In your heart of hearts, do you feel he wasn't ready?
I won't say that. I'm not even gonna give him an out like that. I just expect, you know what I mean? I just expect him now. He has to be on 10. He has to be on 10. Like, you know what I mean? And that's another thing too. I don't want no excuses. I didn't want his man. Let's say his man got poked up and then he still jumped on stage, and then I smoke him, and then everyone says, yo, but Sürf's man got cut. Sürf mom wasn't focused on the battle. I don't really want that. I don't want that. You feel me? Because that's an out. I don't want no outs. I want it to be fair ground. You know what I'm saying?
So, is your focus? How hard is it for you to get the focus off Sürf, and now you got Snake Eyes coming up? How is that?
We gotta do what we gotta do, man. We paid the big bucks.
Back to business.
We paid the big bucks, and yeah. We get paid the big bucks for this. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, to be all the way honest with you, it's like yo, bro. I'm trying to, like, if you really not watching my trajectory this year, I really been
G. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Dre Dennis. Like, I'm on it, and I'm being sneaky with it. You know what I mean? The Sürf battle, of course, is the most important one. You know what I mean? But like I said, like, this is what we get paid the big bucks for. You know what I mean? And I've been telling myself for the longest, like, all I need is that layup for somebody to let me right back in, and I'm gonna turn it up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if they don't reschedule it soon enough, then I'm gonna smoke Snake Eyes, and I'm gonna battle Sürf with the belt. You know what I'm saying? and then I'm gonna just power up more, because then they just sit there and be like, I know Core not just standing there with the Midnight Madness belt. He ain't about to whoop Sürf ass with it.
Yo, how crazy that would be, Core?
Listen, man, I'm trying to be on steroids with this culture right now. You heard? Anybody that don't know, me and Snake Eyes battle on the 16th. Tickets are selling fast too.
April 16th. April 16th, right?
In Albany too. Word. So it's
upstate.
And it's almost sold out. So people need to tap into that event too.
Okay. Cool. I ain't gonna keep you long, man. I appreciate you taking your time to rock with me, brother.
My boy. You already know.
Love, Brooklyn.
Right? My boy.
My guy.